Welcome to a new video. I am back on the bank and you join me on a new venue today. I've not fished this place before, so it's quite exciting. It is a day-to-get lake and it's not too far from home. It's about half an hour away. I don't know why I've never fished here, but I just haven't. I have walked around it once, but that was a long time ago and it's changed a lot since then. But it's a lovely little small intimate little lake. It's actually an estate lake, but it's been split into two. So you've got one sort of general sort of fishery and one sort of specimen carp side of things. So I'm obviously going to be fishing a carp one today, and it's about 1.5 acres, maybe 2 acres, and it's got around 50 carp in it to the 30-pound barrier. So it's relatively low stock, but enough to hopefully get a bite even in the cold conditions. But like I said, I haven't been here before, so it's all new to me. So I've been here for about an hour already. I've just been watching the water like a hawk, trying to see if anything shows. I've also had a chat to the bailiff just to bend his ear and see if I can find out any information. But if I'm honest, he said that it's all been frozen up recently. There's not been a lot of people on here, so he can't really give me much info. So he's given me what he can. But yeah, to be honest, it wasn't a huge amount, but it's not his fault, is it? So anyway, we need to get fishing. We need to try and make something happen. So let's get the rods sorted. Let's get them out in the pond and let's see if we can catch a carp. I've just put a lead on the rod and I'm basically gonna just have a little lead over there to try and see if I can slot a rod in down the side of that tree. That's having a solid bag on it, huh? First rod going out then, solid bag. I've got to kneel down because of the overhanging trees and try and slot it under that tree if I can, or next to it. Cool, that couldn't have been more accurate if I tried. That one's in there really nice and tight, so perfect. Pretty solid setup. Oh, I couldn't get that tighter with a baiting pole. I pretty much banked that off the bank then. Absolutely smashed it in there. 2 rods out fishing. See if it happens. Right, on that right rod, I'm just going to see if I can get a couple of baits over there. Not many, just a light, very light scattering. Right, well, the rods are out and we're fishing. I'm just sat on top of the bank. So basically, where I am, the rods are sort of down below me, and I'm sort of up on an embankment. They've basically sort of cut out the bank to make the swims, and then you've got steps going down to the swim. But I'm sat up on the top bit. It's a nice sort of grassy area, and obviously I've got room up here. I haven't really got much room down there. There's only really enough room for the rods, the net, and obviously to be able to cast out and stuff, so I can't get actually down there really. It's going to be pretty enclosed and not a lot of movement. So yeah, I'm sat up on this top bit, but I've got a good vantage point of the lake from here. I can obviously see really well where I'm up higher, and I can also see down through the trees to my right and just keep an eye on that section of the lake and just see if anything shows, because I do think on here, if I see a show, I just need to move on to it. Obviously with quite a low stock of fish, it's not low stock. So I mean, 50 carp in a couple of acres is actually a decent head of fish really. But for winter fishing, obviously you tend to want to fish lakes with as many fish in as possible because you've got more chance of catching one. But there's no one else on this lake today, and it's quite nice, to be honest, other than a bit of noise from the road, because you have got a road going down the side, which is really close to the actual lake. Obviously if you were up on that top lake, or the bottom lake, whatever the other one's called, further down in the fields, it's obviously going to be a lot quieter and a lot nicer down there. But there are a lot of heavy vehicles. There's one just on its way now. There's a lot of heavy vehicles using this, like tipper trucks. So I'm assuming there's some sort of works going on down the end of here somewhere, because there's been quite a few coming past, which is quite noisy if I'm honest, which ain't ideal, but it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, we're fishing, the rods are out, hopefully we'll have one. Well, I've been fishing a couple of hours, managed to get through a couple of brews already, and I've been trying to watch the water as much as I can. Luckily, because it is a small little lake, it is quite easy to kind of keep an eye on things, but I've not seen anything show. Now, one of the bailiffs actually had to go out in the boat because there was some line reported in one of the trees, and he's actually gone out in the boat and found out that there was actually a fish tethered to a rig on the end of it. So it's just as well that he went out and managed to free the fish. Unfortunately, those sort of things happen. It is one of the things with fishing, you know, if you get broken off, there is always a chance of a fish picking it up and getting tethered, and the line had basically gone through the tree, got tethered to the tree, but the rig was still in the lake. Now the bailiff didn't realise that. He thought it was just some line discarded in the tree, and as he went to bring it in, it started pulling back, and there was I think it was sort of a mid-double ghosty on the end of it. So yeah, it took him by surprise, but at least he's managed to free that up and let it go, and it wasn't damaged at all, so it looked like it only recently happened. So yeah, it was quite fortunate really. But it sounds like the bailiff team are pretty good. They seem pretty on the ball, and they seem to put a lot of time and effort into the lake. It's definitely well manicured, and they're here today working, so it looks like they're always sort of around doing something and trying to keep on top of it, so that's good to see. But yeah, in terms of the fishing at the moment, I've not seen anything to go on. The only thing I am thinking is I might potentially move up to the other end of the lake, on the back of the wind. This morning it was a bit fresh down there. It looks nice down there, you've got that lovely snag tree, but it did feel a little bit fresher, and I'm thinking maybe on the back of the wind at the other end, it might actually be warmer, the water temperature might be warmer, so it could be that the fish are up there, and that fish where it was tethered was actually sort of 3/4 of the way up the lake, so it could be that actually the fish are more at that end. So I might potentially move up there in a bit and give that a go, but I've still got plenty of time. You've got a 12-hour ticket on here. It's 8 AM to 8 PM, so you've got a good length of fishing time on a day ticket, so I can't knock it, to be honest. So plenty of time to try and make something happen. So the day seems to be warming up, the sun's coming through, so hopefully that'll switch the fish on and get them active, and we might have one. Get away from that tree. With the stock of fish in here, I generally thought it was going to be really hard work trying to get one today, but that is absolutely brilliant. I don't know how big it is, but to be honest, I'm not really that bothered. Right, I need to get this rod the other side. It's going to be a lot easier to net it this side. Wow, what an absolute result. There it is. This one's a solid bag, which are put really tight to that far bank. And both of the rods almost sort of bumped the bank as they went in. I did get them really tight to the bank. This one actually had a scattering of bait around it as well. I put about 20 dumbbells, bug dumbbells around it, which is interesting. I was a bit unsure whether to put any bait in, but that's obviously paid off. Absolutely chuffed. Scrapping nice. Yeah, put up a good account for itself. Oh, what a lovely fish. Cool, that's an absolute result. Come on, get in that net. Get in that net, mate, come on. Oh, it's absolutely beasting. Well, I'm glad my location skills paid off. Like I said, I hadn't seen anything, but just experience said to me, get a rod out. Now that area, that's a nice fish, that. Oh, get in. Get in, come on. What a result. That's a lovely chunky ghosty. Right, well, I've been on the lake for about 3 hours and I've had one already. Unfortunately, the wireless mic has just run out of battery, so I'm just using a standard mic on the camera, so it's probably awful. But I've had my first one from the lake. Look at that. That's probably a good, don't know, probably an upper double, that I reckon. Lovely fish, like a carrot. But this one come off that far side on a solid bag, had a mixie and maxi mix, and a PB wafter on a simple blowback rig. And yeah, we've got first fish from the lake. Absolutely chuffed with that. Happy days. I'll get her back, see if we can get another one. Thank you very much. Get in there. Absolutely chuffed with that. First fish from the lake, and off she goes. Oh, wicked. Right, fresh solid bag on. Let's see if we can get it over there. Oh, perfect. Right, back out there rocking. What a result. I can't believe I've had one. I generally didn't think it was going to happen that quickly. I haven't been fishing long really, and I obviously started quite late. What we're chatting to the bailiff, spending a lot of time walking around and looking and trying to find something, and if I'm honest, I didn't find a thing. And I just got in an area that I just thought looked carpy. There was a nice overhanging tree. It was quite a new fallen tree, so the bailiff told me, so I thought, you know what, the fish might be quite up for investigating that, so there's a good chance of some being out there. And yeah, I caught a carrot, so happy days. But I am absolutely chuffed with that. Absolute result, catching one on the first session, so I am really happy. And it put up a wicked scrap as well, as hopefully it came out on the GoPro. But anyway, the rod's back out there and we're fishing. I did put a few more baits out, a few more freebies with a catapult. I put another sort of 20 to 30 dumbbell bug baits out there, just sort of scattered along that general area. Nothing's happening on the left rod, so I might end up moving that at some point. But obviously that bite come out of the blue, so for all I know, I could have a take on the left rod out of the blue. So I'm going to just persist with what I'm doing for the time being, as it's obviously paid off. Solid bags doing the business once again. Absolutely love a solid bag. And yeah, we'll see if it happens. But I was kind of just saying to you, I think before I got disturbed by that bite, that I was debating moving, because obviously nothing was happening. But obviously now I've had a fish, I'm going to stay put and see what happens. But if I do see anything show, or if it doesn't feel like anything's going to happen in there again, I have still got the option of moving. I could move up the other end on the back of the wind, where it could potentially be a bit warmer, and there might be some more fish up there. But normally when you have one in the winter, they tend to be in pockets of fish, or little pods, and then grouped up. So if there's one about, there's likelihood that there's a few more around in this area. So I am feeling pretty confident I can nick another one. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully we'll get another one to show you. And it'd be nice to get one of the better ones, because there are a few 20s in here apparently, so it would be good to get one of those. But anyway, I'm happy, I've had one, I'm not complaining. And you know what, I'm going to make a brew to celebrate. So everyone loves me doing a brew update, and doing loads of filming of the kettle. So you know what, I'm going to go make a brew. See you in a bit. I thought I'd have a little nose around down by the dam wall. Obviously this wall is offering structure, and potentially the fish could sit up along it. I'm not too sure. You can see the water running off down there, off the dam. Just sort of have a look around, see if there's any sign of anything around. There's not, to be honest. I've not actually seen anything. But it's a pretty beefy dam wall that. I guess it's holding back quite a lot of water when you look at the lake, so kind of makes sense. Yeah, small little lake, but it's a lovely little place. So this is the swim next door to me, and I thought I'd just show you it quick because it's a bit different. So the one next door is relatively natural, sort of just your standard sort of soil bank, but this one's actually like got a carpet of astroturf, I think it is, or something similar. And the reason for that is essentially to make it tidy and to keep it nice and clean for anglers that want that style of fishing. Now personally it's not for me, I prefer more of a natural bank, but I do get that there's anglers out there that want a bit of comfort when they're out fishing. They want to be able to go out and catch a few, but they also don't want to get mucky and horrible, and they're used to that sort of comfort of maybe your home. So I do understand it, but yeah, it's not necessarily for me. But I just thought I'd show you. I thought it was a cool little you know, bit different. You don't see it very often, but yeah, you've got this one here, and you've also got the one next door, which is also carpeted out with this like astroturf stuff as well. So yeah, a little bit different. So if you fancy a little bit of comfortable winter fishing, then you've definitely got it here. Right then, I'm just redoing the left rod. I've absolutely saturated this solid bag full of oil. I've absolutely laced it in there. So I'm hoping it's gonna give off a huge amount of food signals. Although I've had the one fish, I'm always after another. Anyway, to get to this spot, I've got a nil down. I've pretty much got a nil and cast in here because the tree cover above me is so low, and also I want to get it low and fast underneath the tree cover on the far side. And the best way to do that is by kneeling down, so you can punch it really low to the water, and then you've got less chance of picking up on any of the trees. Oh, bang. As you can probably see, that was mega tight to that far side. Well happy with that. Right, set him in the rest. Right, that rod's back out there fishing. Fresh bag, Loads of attraction in it. Looks like there's a slick coming up already on that far bank where that oil's coming out of it. That one actually had winterized salmon oil and also some of the liver extract from DNA. So yeah, plenty of attraction in there. Hopefully it does the business. Right then, I'm just going to jump in to the video here, as I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but I need to announce the winner of the competition that ran, I think, 5 videos back now. So I went out, did a session. I've obviously been fishing solid bags quite a bit, caught quite a lot of fish on them. Not actually caught a fish in this video on them, but I did a giveaway basically. Just thought, randomly fancied doing a giveaway. I gave away 1 kilo of the DNA mini cray mix, 1 kilo of the DNA maxi cray mix. You also got a pot of PB wafters in small and a pot of Fruitalicious wafters in small. So basically a little DNA bundle. And basically there was 2 winners, so 2 of you can win. And yeah, I obviously just said, can you name the angler that's fishing down the bank for me that is known in the industry? And the answer to that was Joe, Curly Joe from Carpology, the face of Carpology. I mean, a lot of you guys probably knew that. He was actually filming a review at the time, which kind of made it a little bit obvious. But yeah, I'm sure most of you guys knew that. And going by the comments on the video, I think it had about 380 comments and about 30-odd thousand views. So it did really, really well. But anyway, I'm going to pick a couple of winners. So I've got a random comment picker and it's called Orcs Mode. Probably can't see it very well, but anyway, I've just got the URL of the video, pasted it in there. I'm going to hit get random comment and hopefully it's going to pick one of you guys to win. Boom, there we go. So it's Kevin Hall 7347 and he says, you must be talking about Joe, aka Curly. Good vlog. So there you go, mate. Kevin Hall 7347, get in touch. You've won one of the bundles. Now there was a chance for 2 of you to win, so I'm just going to hit random comment again. So Kevin Hall 7347, you're the first winner. Second winner is Dave Lander 2152, who put, the legend that is Joe, giving Luke a rest after all the thrashing at Drayton. Yeah, fair comment. The cider addiction gave the game away. Yes, we both like our cider. I did think that was quite fitting. But anyway, yeah, so Dave Lander 2152, you are winner number 2. So there you go. Get in touch with us. Either chuck a comment in the down below this video, or probably better still, drop us a DM either on Instagram or maybe Facebook. And obviously we're trying to arrange to get that sent out to you. So yeah, well done to the 2 winners. Thanks to everyone that entered the competition. We will be doing hopefully monthly giveaways going forward. So at some point there will be a video, there will be a giveaway for February, and obviously we try and keep it going through the year each month, doing a little bit of a giveaway. Most of it's probably going to be bait related, but we will try and do some other stuff as well, maybe some different tackle items. Probably going to be smaller stuff that obviously doesn't cost a fortune to send. We'd love to give away like a set of rods, but you know what, it's so hard to send stuff like that. It costs a fortune, and the chance of them getting damaged, it's just not worth the risk. So anyway, thanks a lot for all the people that watched that video. Thanks for everyone that commented, and well done to the 2 winners. You've got yourselves a little DNA bundle. Anyway, back to the video. So I've just found a little cluster of slugs, absolutely loving life, eating a bug dumbbell boilie there. And it looks like, if you look around, there's another one coming in over there. There's slugs coming in over here. There's one up over there. There's one over there. There's literally slugs sort of just coming from everywhere. They can obviously smell that from a mile off. And clearly, they think it's a good bit of grub, because look at them, they're absolutely piled on it. That's a good sign. Get on the bug. While I'm waiting for the rods to rattle, having myself a little bit of dinner. Just warmed up this sausage roll in the Ridge Monkey. Kind of burned it a little bit, but it's pretty tasty, to be fair. Temperature's dropping off a little bit cooler now as well. The kettle's also on, as always. That is really banging. Right, well, we are back at the van, all the kit is loaded up. Unfortunately, that second fish didn't materialise, but it was nice to have one really early in the session, and a first fish from any venue is an absolute win. So in the winter, it's even better as well. So yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed with it. It was a wicked looking fish, looked like a carrot. You don't catch them like that every day, do you? So yeah, I was really happy to have it, and it was a nice result. We will be running regular competitions this year. We're going to try and give you guys some stuff back, probably a lot of bait. Hopefully we'll try and give away some other bits and bobs, maybe some Pro Logic stuff and that sort of thing. So obviously subscribe to the channel, that way you're going to get all the regular content. You're going to have the opportunity of being entered into those competitions, because they will all be for subscribers to try and sort of pay you guys back for watching the content and supporting our channel. So anyway, hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and until next time, get out on the bank, be lucky. I will see you next Tuesday for another carp video at 6:30. If you're getting out, enjoy it. Remember, it's just fishing. It is about enjoying it. So on that note, go out, enjoy it, and I'll see you next week.